We understand that fire has now also been put out. Our colleague Andrew Barnes has been tracking both these stories for us from Cape Town. He joins us now from outside the Great Westerford. Hi there, Andrew. Now that that fire has been extinguished, I believe risk assessors are at the building.
Indeed. Good afternoon to you, Joanne. Yes, risk assessors inside this building. The fire started on the top floor. It's burnt a hole in the roof. Limited smoke damage through the rest of the building. They actually are hoping to give the all clear by 1 o'clock so the contractors who are busy renovating this building can continue their work unheeded. So that all clear should be given in about an hour's time. While the investigation is underway into what caused the fire, they do suspect it was an electrical fault. Sadly enough, perhaps for the kids at Westerford High School, classes have resumed and they're all back at school, probably hoping they might have had a day off, but not so lucky there. The road, as you can see from the steady stream of cars behind me, has since been reopened, just one lane for now, obviously to allow room for the fire trucks that remain on the scene, but we can see from our vantage point here across the road that teams are starting to stand down and pack up, this event being over.
Andrew, we know a number of companies are housed in that building. How will they cope while all of the aftermath is taken care of?
Well, luckily for the companies that are housed in this building, it's actually under renovation at the moment, so limited operations here. They really just have been installing a lot of equipment, a lot of computer servers and that sort of thing over the course of the past week. So I'd imagine for the companies involved, not too big a headache, more of a delay in the completion of a building project, but they wouldn't be the first to hear that news.
Well, Andrew, let's talk about the bigger picture here. You've been covering the story of the Cape Town mountain fires for us over the last couple of days. Firefighters saying they weren't sure that the fire would be out by the end of the week, but things are looking up as of this morning.
They certainly are. There were a couple of flare-ups at the very top of the Constantiaberg this morning. In fact, just before we left Lakeside Fire Station, a new plume of smoke started to be emitted from the very top of Constantia Neck at a place called Eagle's Nest. But by the time we were driving past on the highway, there was no sign of smoke at all. They had been water bombing the area, and teams were able to get right up very close to that fire. So all those little pockets are being extinguished by the hour. That's the situation above ground, but as we've been reporting all morning, it's the situation underground. All these smouldering embers that are still emitting a little bit of smoke. I mean, the air is completely cleared thanks to the southeaster that's gaining strength this afternoon. But certainly all the fires are contained. There are no areas of concern, and the firefighting operation has now become a monitoring situation. Dozens of teams will remain on the ground to make sure that they can give the all clear that this fire has been completely extinguished. They're hoping to do that within the next 48 hours.
Well, as you've said, it is an operation that continues. It's not simply a case of packing it up now that the flames have died down, is it? There will be a few days of monitoring after this, something which always happens after fires of this nature.
Well, yeah, I mean, you only have to really look at the fact that the Cape Argus cycle tour has been curtailed and shortened to the extent that it has, from 109 kilometres from the Cape Peninsula to 47 kilometres, essentially, out of Cape Town on a highway to Muizenberg, turning around and going back to the city. So the cyclists, all 35,000 of them, will not be taken anywhere near the areas that have been in flames this week, precisely because of the danger of flare-ups and the heat that is under the ground. So yes, this is very much still an ongoing operation. It's just being downscaled. The teams that have joined this fight from upcountry are being sent home today. Several fire teams from across the Western Cape. We've seen trucks driving past from the West Coast District, from George. They will stay in Cape Town until the all clear is given. We do know that there's an operational meeting at 8 o'clock tonight when a decision will be made to downscale the operation even further. And certainly if this day continues to unfold as it's begun, with the successes that have been reported across the region, I think the all clear will be given to start downsizing this operation later this evening.
Andrew Barnes, thanks very much for that update live to us from the Mother City.